My name is Olivia Rempel, and I'm the director.
Hi, my name is Dave Messing, and I'm the producer.
My name is Nebiata Safa. I am the co-producer and video editor of the film.
And we're excited to present Reclaim, Finding the Heart of the Circular Economy. Our film follows two entrepreneurs, Soumaro Natali in Guinea and Pauline Buregeya in Rwanda. And these are two incredible people who are important contributors of the circular economy in Africa.
To capture the essence of the story, we collaborated with local artists to create an original music score, which is a highlight of the film. Our goal was to involve the community in every aspect of the storytelling.
This film is a tribute to the people on the ground, those cleaning up our waste and those creating lasting impact. We actually started working on this film back in 2022 at the World Circular Economy Forum, and we're very excited to be back here in 2025, which very much feels like coming full circle for us. We very much hope that you enjoy the film.
Waste management in Rwanda, let's say about Kigali, the capital city of Rwanda. We have 15 companies, and COPED is one of the 15 companies now is doing circular economy or circular approach. Because we have one landfill in Kigali, and all the 14 companies, they take their waste to that landfill. But COPED, we are the only one that has started, number one, to educate our clients how to sort their waste. Number two, collect separately. And number three, process and make useful product for the community. And that is compost to improve the farms, and recyclables that is going for recycling. But 20 years ago, our journey was to do a linear economy, because it was take waste and dump.
The circular economy is a paradigm shift in the way we produce and consume. It is based on the idea of keeping materials in use for as long as possible. Africans across the continent have been sharing, repairing, reusing, and recycling for centuries. But as more things are designed for single use, there comes a need to adapt waste management practices.
Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs, and a warm welcome to the World Circular Economy Forum.
In December 2022, the World Circular Economy Forum came to Kigali, Rwanda. It brought together experts from all over the world, but especially across Africa.
The World Circular Economy Forum is a platform to share how governments, organizations, and businesses can seize new opportunities.
I think it's amazing that the World Circular Economic Forum is in Africa. I think it's particularly amazing that it's in Kigali. I think Kigali, Rwanda has a lot to show from an African perspective of what is possible on the continent.
You know, a country like Rwanda, which is amazing. I mean, it is literally, it's one of the, I don't think I've seen a cleaner African city in my entire life, you know, so it's good that people come and they see a different side of it.
Africa is growing. Over the past 30 years, the number of cities on the continent has doubled, and these urban centers, from Conakry to Kigali, are young and vibrant. But urbanization without adequate waste management brings pollution. Most African countries' waste management practices are causing economic, social, and environmental impacts. Inaction is not an option.
In my opinion, what makes Rwanda unique as an African country is a very direct sense of political will towards making this a prosperous, environmentally sustainable country. The number of policies and frameworks devoted to very directly improving environmental quality and investing in their people is really impressive.
Cleanliness is in our DNA. After the genocide against us in 1994, the country was dirty. And it has to take determination, leadership, commitment, and involvement of the community to have what you have seen, the cleanliness of the country.
From the last 10 years, Rwanda put up regulations, instructions, and institutions that control this waste management sector.
While regulations are important, they are just one part of the solution. It's also vital for producers to be responsible for their products throughout their life cycle. This is why there has been a push to implement extended producer responsibility policy more widely.
So the major challenge we have is with glass bottles. For example, this is imported wines and beer coming from outside, and we have no one to take this. So we keep piling them here with no solution due to the fact that we don't have extended producer responsibility policy in place. So we end up managing packaging material without a solution, and that is embarrassing us.
Extended producer responsibility has the potential to help provide financial stability to both formal waste management companies like COPED and people who work in the informal recycling sector. But these policy approaches need to be fair and inclusive to all and consider existing informal systems, especially in developing countries.
But if we were to sort of flatten out the circular economy and say what's the start and what the finish is, the informal sector is where it starts. You know, we're all taking these products and we're taking them and we're recycling them, we're reusing them, but without the informal sector, we wouldn't have that collection point. We wouldn't have that starting point to let people be able to reuse and upcycle and recycle. So it's indispensable. I mean, if you're putting a starting point on the circular economy, I think that's probably where it's at.
The informal recycling sector is made up of undocumented people, small businesses, and groups who are involved in mostly unregulated collection, sorting, and recovery of waste. Estimates suggest they are responsible for 58% of all plastic waste collected and recycled globally. But it doesn't end there.
Les ramasseurs doivent jouer un grand rôle. Parce que, venir chez quelqu'un, lui débarrasser de la maladie, c'est d'abord satisfaisant. Et lui faire comprendre que ça, il ne faut pas déposer ici. Actuelle, saison pluvieuse, sinon, saison qui vient de passer, la première pluie, là, ça devait déverser sur les rues. Mais bien sûr, ça s'est déversé sur les rues, mais on a vu c'est moins, plus que les années précédentes. Parce qu'on vient chez les clients, on ramasse les ordures, on envoie aux jeunes de tri, après on envoie aux jeunes de dépotage.
While countries like Guinea have largely informal waste sector, Rwanda is an outlier with a mostly formal workforce collecting waste and cleaning the city.
nirirwaga mu rugo nkakora ibintu byo kuvoma nshakisha ubuzima bw'abana. Ijerekani twayivomeraga amafaranga, twayihaga umuturage ngo aduhe amafaranga akaduha 200, 250, yaduhaye n'igice cyo ukabona nyine ko abana banjye nyine babaho. Ngeze hano nyine umugisha nyine nabonye, ubwo njya mu bandi nyine ndakora, ariko ubwo baratubwira ati naya amafaranga 30 umuntu ufite aba bana 4 bagomba kwiga ikibazo. Ubwo nyine nabyakiriye gutyo, ariko baravuga ati ntacyo bazatwongeza ariko ubwo ntabwo tubizi.
Both formal and informal waste workers in Africa face challenges. Many workers struggle to make a decent wage. Some lack basic safety gear, and many are stigmatized for the work they do.
Quand même, la discrimination, je fais face à ça tous les jours. Parce que les autres femmes me voient que je veux me comparer aux hommes, ou bien je me fais grande pour que j'ai la même force que les hommes. Ils ne pensent pas que quand la femme, c'est la propriété. Quand la femme aussi fait partie de l'assainissement ou de précollecte des ordures, ça donne bonne image à la femme. Parce que la définition de la femme, on dit la femme, c'est une propriété. J'aimerais toujours être dans le formel avec l'État. Mais comme on dit, si on veut devenir grand, il faut commencer par petit. C'est pourquoi j'ai commencé par là. Futur meilleur pour les ramasseurs de Guinée, pour qu'on soit dans les normes et on travaille au service public.
Formalizing the work of waste workers can improve their living and working conditions, but it is not the answer for everyone. It can leave behind most undocumented workers, especially women and refugees. We need to consider the future of the informal recycling sector and ensure a just transition.
A just and inclusive transition to a circular economy also offers opportunities to generate economic growth while ensuring social well-being and mitigating environmental risks.
It is called integrated because it is meant to integrate everyone. So even the informal people, they are integrated. For example, when we are called to tender for a service in a given city, we are requested to integrate the existing informal people that are in the value chain.
The just transition, in my opinion, would mean that the most vulnerable are given special attention. Refugees in this case are very vulnerable. The treaty should be able to look at those ones in a special way.
In 2022, UN member states began negotiating a new global treaty to end plastic pollution. To support these efforts, Rwanda and Norway are co-chairing the High Ambition Coalition to End Plastic Pollution, a group of like-minded countries working towards an ambitious outcome. These efforts have brought the circular economy to the forefront, alongside opportunities to support this informal recycling sector through a just transition, but only if their voices are heard.
The waste collectors are heroes. They are unsung. We enjoy all their compliments, policy makers and so on, but without them, we wouldn't be getting the compliments that we get. So we need to celebrate these heroes, and we need to try and walk into their shoes whenever possible. And how do we do that? By making their work easy, by making their work more dignified, and by mentioning them, celebrating them all the time, and keeping them together in this discussion of the treaty I think there is no better way to celebrate them than this.
Africans are sailing towards a circular economy by tackling plastic pollution and climate change to ensure a sustainable future. This fight is for everyone, and it affects all of us, especially the most vulnerable. We need to shift from a linear to a circular economy in a way that is fair, just, and leaves no one behind.